How will Star Wars Rebels Season 4 end? Always in motion is the future, but I truly think this is one of my best predictions yet. But first, if you're new here, I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV, a channel dedicated to Star Wars Rebels. But back to my prediction of Rebels Season 4 ending. We know that the Rebellion has its first major victory at the Battle of Scarif, and chances are pretty good at this point that Star Wars Rebels Season 4 will end before that battle, meaning the Rebels aren't going to take back Lothal during a massive battle. But before I go any further into the theory, I think it's important to share this insight from Dave Filoni's interview with Nerdist.com on the ending of Rebels Season 4. Filoni says, if you watch Rebels from the very beginning, you think, here's a kid, Ezra, and the problem he has is that the Empire has taken over his planet Lothal. The promise seems to be that at the end of this, he will find a way to rid his homeworld of the Empire. But we know that the Empire builds the Death Star, builds another Death Star, and they don't really get destroyed until Luke does it. How in the world does this kid find any kind of victory in the middle of this conflict? What does he consider victory? How is he going to use his powers? So some great insight there from Dave Filoni. And as I've already mentioned, the Rebels are not going to be able to take Lothal by brute force. So I'm reminded of Yoda's quote from Season 2, how Jedi choose to win, the question is. And more recently in Season 4, Ezra mentions, how we choose to fight is most important, but maybe we are fighting the wrong way. So this might be completely wrong, but what if Kanan and Ezra start to think about how they can get the Empire off the planet of Lothal without fighting? I mean, this is similar to how Luke defeats the Emperor in Return of the Jedi. He turns himself in, and then at the very end he just completely stops fighting altogether. So what if Ezra and Kanan stop fighting, and after some reflection realize that the Empire might leave if all the natural resources on the planet are destroyed, or at least they think all the natural resources are destroyed? Truly, it will be their only option, as I believe the Rebellion will refuse to aid them anymore. Kanan and Ezra will destroy and sabotage the Mining Guild's operation until at some point the Empire leaves the planet because the mines are destroyed and just aren't worth rebuilding for the limited remaining natural resources. These actions, coupled with the fact that Thrawn's TIE Defender factory will be shut down in favor of Project Stardust, aka the Death Star, this will all lead to an Imperial withdrawal. This might seem a little anticlimactic, but I like how it would bring things back to Yoda's quote in Season 2 and how that brute force isn't always the answer. So if you think this theory is total BS, then just listen to another quote from Filoni here. He states, that's what they, Kanan and Ezra, face, is what to do. Where is this place in this fight? And what's the result of it? That's the fun part. Answering that last question has been exciting, and I think that it comes to a nice ending in the story, Filoni said, because that's the real push and pull for the Jedi characters and where they fit into an organization like the Rebellion. It's not just about whether they're fighting, but how they choose to fight and remain on the light side. I could be wrong, it wouldn't be the first time, but I believe Kanan and Ezra have a big part to play in the liberation of Lothal, but it isn't going to involve the battle for Lothal. But hey, if you're new here, Star Wars fans, I'm Mike, and I want to thank you for watching Force Within TV. But before you go, I'd love it if you'd reply to the question of the day. What do you think will happen in Episode 10, Allegiance? Let me know in the comments below. I'm also looking to make the Force Within TV channel the greatest community, Star Wars community, that is on YouTube. But I need your help. I'm looking for some people who would like to become channel admins and help me respond to comments and create bigger discussions on the channel. If interested, let me know in the comments below. And as always, remember to use the Force within you to make this Star Wars community a better place. Share your thoughts and ideas and encourage those who do the same. And may the Force be with you.